Yesterday we have discussed regarding the flaming tubes known as the vacuum diode, its working principles along with the constructions and the characteristics. All are already I have explained details, but among that what you have followed, I got some questions from your end relating to that fermionic emission and vacuum diodes. I will solve it later on. But let you see now one more new thing is there, that is the vacuum triode. But vacuum triode is one of the vacuum tubes. The vacuum tubes is designed in 1906 by the scientist Lee De Forest, of American scientist, and he has the change of the electronics after the invention of the vacuum triode. Likewise, remember after the completion of vacuum tube, slowly we are going to reach the semiconductor devices. Then you enter to the integrated circuits world, on which now the electronics, all the electronic devices are operating. We'll go on later on. Let us see what is a vacuum triode actually. I have classified all the vacuum tubes with respect to their number of electrodes used. Tri stands for 3, hence remember vacuum triode consists by means of 3 electrodes. Those 3 electrodes are known as the plate, other is called the cathode, plate, other is cathode. Along with, remember, another new electrode has been introduced in case of vacuum triode. Previously in vacuum diode, you are relating with respect to plate and cathode. Just to comment that, along with the plate and cathode, another electrode has been introduced, that is called the control grid, and here construction has been given by Lee De Forest, the scientist. Likewise, a glass envelope is this one. In between that, you see, this is called the plate. The plate is in this plate electrodes or anode. Then inside there is another electrode that is called the control grid. And then the filamentary cathode is existing surrounded by your control grid. Remember now, the control grid, the filamentary cathode is surrounded by the control grid. Control grid along with this cathode will be surrounded by the plate or anode. So remember that only these leads we are getting back. Plate along with the grid, along with the filamentary cathode, the terminals we are getting here. It has 3 terminals. One is called the anode, other is called the cathode, second is called the control grid. These are the 3 terminal it has. Let us see now, with respect to the operating principles, I can say, due to some drawbacks are there, first of all the gases will be evacuated. All the gases will be evacuated. After that, it is a glass envelope or a metallic envelope containing nothing aniline. It is evacuated glass envelope. With having, remember, introduced like this, the arrangement has been made like this. But what is operating principles? We are going to apply the slide volt in case of a control grid terminals. Though due to slight change in control grid potential, there must be a great change in the plate current. Let you see, remember, the control grid, suppose you are going to find its operator. Operating principle of this electron vacuum triode will come on like this. Remember, the symbol is like that. This is called the plate or anode, which is a positive, and this is called the cathode, and it will be indirectly heated by means of AC source, by means of filamentary cathode. The indirectly heated cathode will be heated. Then after the heating of this cathode has to emit number of electrons. By the process of the field emission, we are analyzing heat. Then as the electrons will be emitted by this cathode place, it will be kept near by the cathode, which is making a space charge regions. I told you that space charge is a cloud of a maximum number of electrons existing near to cathode. Then remember what happened now? You see, I have introduced another control grid here. The grid is the terminal connected in between the plate and the cathode, but kept nearer to the cathode. As you are keeping nearer to the cathode, it has to control the flow of electron from the space charge. So if there is a control of a flow electron, automatically there is a force of retardation between this cathode and the grid is going to take place. So as long as, remember, this retarding force will be not allow whole of the electron from the space charge towards the plate. Some slight lead will control that one, then passes the electron through their interspacing to the plate. That has to change the plate current, though the plate voltage you are keeping in constant. But here remember, to get back the characteristics, as you know that there is a slight change of the grid potential in this input side you see. I am connecting this one by means of a voltmeter to measure the amount of voltage applied to the grid. Then you see that will be arranged with respect to a rheostat. Then the total potential difference is there with respect to EGG, in the grid terminal voltages. At a time, the whole grid potential will not be applicable. You can take it the grid potential may be positive, may be zero, may be negative. If the grid potential will be zero, the vacuum triode acts as a vacuum diode because zero potential is there at that moment. So same function come to the vacuum diode. Let us see if the EG is positive, it is also not important. If the grid is positive, what will happen? Whole of the electron it will attract, so that it is also not utilized fruitful for our purpose. But the grid is slightly negative, suppose you are applying, then automatically there is a grade change in the plate current. Then this grade change requires you the total amount of output voltage and input voltage, the relationship you can get back. That is called the voltage gain you have to get back. The output voltage you have to measure, and input voltage how much you are going to take in it. It have to obey a rule by means of Child's 3/2 rules, but with no knowing purposes. Let us see now. If you go to this analysis of this working principles, triode is developing, enhancing the signal. That means it is going to develop the signals of the input signal. This input signal is going to develop. Hence, we are using triode vacuum tubes is used as a amplifier. Let us see now. According to characteristics is concerned, you see you are taking the plate voltage here, grid voltage here. Then you see we are applying the plate current here. The relationship, the functions of this plate current as well as you can say plate voltage and grid potential have different relationship. Those are called the three, all combination, composite you can say, that is called static characteristics takes place. This static characteristics will be based on either it called plate characteristics, or you can say mutual characteristics, or you can say constant current characteristics, which is not useful. We are utilizing this one plate as well as mutual characteristics at a time. The plate current is varying in accordance with the plate voltage when grid potential remains constant. First point. Second, remember, according to mutual characteristics, the plate current is varying with respect to grid application of grid potential. Then, when the plate voltage will be remains constant. Similarly, the constant current characteristics takes place. The plate voltage related to the grid potential whenever the plate current remains constant. Remember, three cases we are getting. The static characteristics classified to three categories. One with respect to operating of the vacuum triode. One is called plate characteristics. Second is called the mutual characteristics. Third is called the constant current characteristics. Plate characteristic takes place the relationship between the plate current and plate voltage, keeping the grid potential constant, and the mutual characteristics, the plate current is varying in accordance with the grid potential, keeping the plate voltage remains constant. Similarly, constant current characteristics, the plate current remains constant. Ammeter shows you the exact reading, always fixed, but there is a variation of a plate voltage with respect to the grid potential is going on varying. Accordingly, remember, according to these operating principles, we are using these three terminal in different purposes. Let us see now, with respect to the VI characteristics, we have to obey that. Remember, the Child's 3/2 rules, with how the grade change is going on with respect to application of a negative grid potential. Look at here, the characteristics are, remember, the curves based on taking the plate current with respect to plate voltage in a graph. Let us see, I am taking the horizontal axis or axis plate voltage I am taking. In the vertical axis or ordinate axis, I am taking the plate currents. The variation is like this, remember. This curve takes place, this curve, then this curve with respect to fixed value of EG. At every point EG is equal to 2 volt here. At every point EG is equal to 0 volt here, which is 0 volt comes to the origin. Then EG is equal to minus 2 volt each curve. At every point this remains constant. For this curve, remember, EG is equal to minus 4 volt, but there is a variation of a plate current versus plate voltage. The variation going on. Hence, remember, almost know the curve are almost equally spaced. The space between these two curves, the spaces between the two curves almost equal because of for different value of potential at the grid terminals. Then remember, almost you can see that this characteristics is called the plate characteristics, which is varying the plate current versus with respect to plate voltage, keeping the grid potential remains constant. I told you another the mutual characteristic like that. When there is a great change in plate current, there must be a slight change in grid voltage, keeping the plate voltage remains constant. You get back the curve like this. For this curve, if EG remains constant, for this curve every point the plate voltage at the plate terminal remain constant. For this, remember the plate voltage is equal to 150 volt. It is almost, you see that practically it is going to be linearity condition. Then curve almost linear in case of mutual characteristics. For a given example of curve, the intersect EG axis with the Gibbs cutoff grid bias. This cutoff grid bias will be there. This -2, -4 volt, like this they are given the cutoff grid potential. Constant current characteristics never be utilized in our practical purposes. But you see now, we are going to utilize practically with respect to plate characteristics, and you can say whether you are using with respect to the linear or you can say mutual characteristics. Three type of parameters we are getting back, which will help you to distinguish or to verification or to verify or to analyze how triode is acting as an amplifier. Triode is acting as an amplifier is the separator I will comment later on. Let us say there are three parameters we can get back according to these characteristics. One is called, remember, the constant current characteristics, and with respect to this, the triode constant are three types. One is called the dynamic characteristics. Dynamic resistance or dynamic plate resistance is the relationship between the plate current to the plate voltage. You can say there is an increment. Suppose EP1 is the initial plate voltage, then EP2 is the final plate voltage. There is a change in plate voltage. The plate voltage change is called the increment of a plate voltage, delta EP I can say. And also simultaneously there is a change in the plate current, so that if delta EP is called the change in plate voltage, delta IP is called the change in plate current, the ratio between the incremental plate voltage to incremental plate current with keeping the grid potential remain constant gives you the dynamic plate resistance, referred as small rp. The dynamic plate resistance, that is called one of the parameter of triode. Other you see now, other parameter is called amplification factor. Amplification factor is, remember now, it is unitless. Let you see now there is an increment of the plate voltage with respect to increasing of the grid potential. So let you see the minus sign is there because of, we can say, due to constant and plate current is there. Due to constant in the plate current, the change in plate voltage to plate, the change in grid potential is said to be the mutual or you can amplification factor. But what is the transconductance? Or transconductance or mutual conductance is said to be the relationship between the change in plate current to the change in grid potential. So you remember that the change in potential current, change in plate current to change in grid potential ratio is called your transconductance or said to GM, that is called whenever the plate voltage remains constant. We come to know that according to these three parameters, one is called the dynamic plate resistance, other is called the amplification factor, other is called, you see on this one, the transconductance. Then similarly, these three have a relationship. We can come to know that if mu is equal to delta EP by delta IP, multiply both sides by delta IP, so that you can say delta EP by delta IP, delta IP by delta E you are getting. What does it mean? It means that the amplification factor is equal to product of the transconductance into, you can say, the dynamic plate resistance. This will be help you for the various cases. Let us see now. Our main purpose is that how to evaluate. You can write down that. How we can change place. If the grid potential will be 0, it acts as a vacuum diode. There are three cases are there. One is called the EG is equal to 0. It is act as a diode, act as a vacuum diode. Then similarly EBG is equal to positive. Then remember it is not useful. Not it will damage your tube. It never useful practically. And EG is equal to negative is always applicable. With following to EG is negative, there is a slight variation or more change in the plate current. So that can gives you the triode act as an amplifier. How can you distinguish? You remember now. To write down the heading, that is called triode act as an amplifier. As I told you, the vacuum diode act as a rectifier and triode act as an amplifier. This triode act as an amplifier, there is a circuit like that. You have to go through this one. Triode act as the amplifier. Let you draw the circuit, simple circuit you can draw. Your books are given some complication, you go through this one. Let you see, suppose this is the symbolic of a triode, this is a triode. With having, remember, it is a plate. Let you see, it is called a, I can say you this is called a cathode. Okay, the cathode is this one. cathode may be directly heated. Let us see now. I am going to take it like this. Look at here. I am taking this the polarities. Here you see there is a plate current. To measure this plate current, connect a IP. What does it mean? It is called ammeter connected in series. Let's remember we are going to take it to a voltmeter VP. We are going to measure this one. Plate voltage measure. Then remember what happened? I am going to take a load resistor here. Then there must be application of a plate potential. Whole potential is here. Let us see this one. This is the whole potential. Here you can see the output we can take from here. These two polarity. Followed? You can take this polarity to measure the value of the output. Which is after then load resistor. You know this one. Then similarly you can see here the IP can evaluate from here. Accordingly, remember I can say this is called the plate. This is called the cathode. Accordingly, here you can say the control grid should be placed nearer to the cathode. You can place it. Then after this one, you place directly like this. Here remember you can apply a slide voltage to measure the VG. Then you can say you will give a voltage like that for your electric emission purposes. Others remember you can give the input from here. I can apply the input with respect to DC. Let us see the VG, the input. Then you see this VGG is going to be applied at every step. Let it be VGG. Out of VGG at a time, whole of the grid potential will be applied. Slightly you are going to change. Let us see now. Here with respect to this one, output can be taken from here, from the load resistors. Input can be given to the this voltage. It is going to be changed. How can you change directly? You can change by means of a rheostat also. I can change it by means of a rheostat. Let us see now. The triode acts as amplifier. What does it mean? We know that, remember. We know already. Let us see here. How can we evaluate? We know that the voltage gain AB is equal to input voltage, output voltage by input voltage. Let us symbolize by V node the voltage across the load resistor by the V input. What is the V input? V input is called your the amount of voltage at the grid. Let us see this here also I can write down V naught by Vg. Which is grid at the potential at the grid end. Here you can see now V naught is equal to how much plate current is goes after this one. You apply the Ohm's law, find out that V naught is equal to, I can say IP, okay, IP into change in delta IP into RL divided by Vg. Followed? Delta IP the change in increment of plate current into the load resistor divided by Vg. After this one, what to do? You have to put like that. What is the plate current exactly? That remember, delta IP is equal to we are getting, that is called the delta Vp divided by Rp, followed, plus the transconductance Gm into delta Vg. This is called the delta IP. Then you see this delta IP you can put in place of here. You can put it in place of a delta IP here. If this delta IP you are putting here, then at last what you are getting? You are getting back a output efficiency. The efficiency can get back with respect to voltage gain. Let it call the AB, the voltage gain. That you can get back of the RL divided by Rp plus RL. Rp is the plate resistance. RL is called the load resistance. Into, remember, we can write down this is called in form of RL and GMRP into mu. Here mu is equal to Rp into Gm. Look at here. The voltage gain is equal to RL by Rp plus RL into mu. Mu is equal to Rp into Gm. Here one more thing you have to remember. Let us see how it is going on exactly. In case of a diode, what you have proved? In case of a diode, to know that obey the Child's three-ohm rule. The IP is directly proportional to Vp to the power 3 by 2. What is the change here? That IP is equal to, you can say, K times of Vp to the power 3 by 2. It is in diode. But in case of triode, what the change is here? Just to change it express like this. That is called the IP is equal to directly proportional to Vp plus mu Vg to the power 3 by 2. To the power 3 by 2, remember. The plate current is directly proportional to Vp plus mu Vg. Vg is called the input grid voltage. Vp is called the plate current. The directly proportional. So you are getting IP is equal to K times of Vp plus mu Vg. to the power 3 by 2. It is the advanced version of a Child's triage rules. Let us see, remember here, to get the voltage gain going to be changed. The voltage gain is directly proportional to amplification factors. Also remember, we can say whereas the voltage gain already I told you, the RL divided by RP plus RL into mu. I told you this one. The RL is equal to similarly load resistance. Already given you these hints. Let us see here. We come to know that there is a slight change, so that we are getting back these all the curves we are getting back. Accordingly, the voltage gain as it takes place, we can say that act as a amplifier. Practically remember, it means, what does it mean? It means that the effectiveness of the grid voltage relative to plate voltage with controlling the plate current is called the amplification factor, that is unitless, or they call AC plate resistance or dynamic plate resistance. It is the opposition of force to the tube to flow of electron from the cathode to plate when the varying the different type of applied voltage at the electrodes. So that is called the AC plate resistance or dynamic plate resistance. Although I have told you the transconductance, that is called GM is equal to, there is a change of a plate current with respect to grid potential, with keeping the grid potential remains constant. These are the relations you are getting. Suppose how can they ask a question in exam? They can ask you a question like that. A triode has an amplification factor of 40. Let us see. A triode has an amplification factor of 40. Slope of its plate characteristics is 100 micromole. So what is the voltage gain for an anode of a load is applying 40 kilovolt. Load, how can you solve this one? You can solve like this. Remember, if the question is given you, according to question, let us see the triode has an amplification factor, so that mu is equal to the value that is 40. Followed? Amplification factor is 40. Then remember what given this one? The slope of its plate characteristic, that is remember RP is showing you. GP is equal to 1 by RP. What is RP now? Plate resistance is equal to, you can say, 100 into 10 to the power minus 6 given to you. 10 to the power minus 6 is given to you. Then given you like this, micromole. 1 micro is equal to 10 to the power minus 6, remember. Similarly, remember, so RL is equal to given you 40,000 ohm. This much is given you. You can find the voltage gain. What is the meaning of formula voltage gain? AB is equal to output voltage taken from the load resistor to the plate, the grid potential applied. That is called, you can say, mu RL divided by RL plus RP. Put it here. Mu can put 40, RL you can put, which is given you, but GP already given 1 by RP. Find this RP from here. Take the reciprocal of this. Because the 1 by RP is given you, transconductance is given you. Let it find the dynamic plate resistance. Put it here. You can get a formula. Then answer you can get that. Which you can get. You suppose 32 you are getting. Let it be 32 I am getting. It has no unit. It has, because amplification factor has no unit. This is ohm. This is the sum of two resistors is also ohm. So they will be cancelled. Like this, remember, they will ask you the number of questions. In WhatsApp, I can send you 3 or questions like that, and you have to solve yourself. Let us see last class. Some students are asking this one. Why the vacuum diode is act as a rectifier? Kuch answer is like that. Vacuum diode is act as a rectifier because it is a unidirectional device. Why? When the plate is positive with respect to cathode, then it is operating. It is working only. But when it plate becomes negative with respect to cathode, it never functions. So we can say that the vacuum diode acts as a rectifier. Only the unidirectional device is there. There is no change of which one. If you are going to change the polarity of the battery, it never function. Always the positive polarity connected to the plate, negative polarity connected to the cathode, then it is operating. If you are changing your polarity of the batteries, then automatically you can say that they never operate. Other question somebody has asked like this: the emission current density from a heated filament obey which rule or which law? That rule is called the Richardson-Dustman law. You have written Richardson-Dustman law. Some students are giving the question is Child's triage rule. No, wrong. Emission current density is relating to the current with respect to area divided by area, so that current density is equal to reciprocal of emission current divided by area, surface area of the metal surface. Then you see the emission current density from a heated filament obey the Richardson-Dustman equation. Second thing, the space charge limited current in the diode, space charge limited region, there is a law there. that is called the relation between the plate current and plate voltage is nothing but called your Child's 3/2 rules. So another question somebody the output of a full wave rectifier. I told you that vacuum diode can use for purposes of rectification to get back the pulsating nature of waveform. Input is a sine wave. So to get back the pulsating nature of waveform, using this vacuum diode. If one diode you are using, then it acts as a half wave rectifier. If you are using two diodes, it is called as center tap full wave rectifier. If four diodes are using, it is called a bridge rectifier. The vacuum tubes act as a bridge rectifier. Here remember, every case step by step there is a change of which one? Waveform you are changing. The first of all you are getting the sine wave that automatically change to pulsating nature of wave. This pulsating nature of wave takes place like this. So what is the efficiency of a full wave rectifier? Nearly approximately that is called 81.2 of course. Practically evaluated that is 81.2 the efficiency or 81.2 percentage is the efficiency of full wave rectifier whenever the resistance of the plate for internal resistance of the plate is very less than comparing to the load resistance you are applying. Other question like that, what is the relation between the cutoff grid bias and the plate potential? The relation between the plate cutoff grid bias and plate potential is like that. To take that the amplification factors. Amplification factor is equal to minus of a plate voltage divided by the grid voltage. So mu is equal to the relationship between the plate voltage to grid potential with a negative sign. That is the relationship. What is the relationship between the amplification factor, transconductance and the dynamic plate resistance? Already I have told you mu is equal to Gm into Rp. Other some 5 questions they have asked, short questions there, whether true the statement is true or not. You told that some students are asked like this: cathodes are coated with barium oxide. Why it is coated? Cathodes are barium oxide coated because of to lower the work function. What is work function? The minimum amount of energy required to what to do? To extract the electron. The metal surface has different work function. I have told you some are least, some are maximum. Along with this one, I can say that the cathodes are coated with barium oxide to reduce, to lower the fermionic work function, least energy required to radiate the electron. At least 2 diodes are required to design the full wave rectifier. Correct. The statement is correct. 2 diode minimum. Center tap at 2 diodes and bridge rectifier 4 diodes. Hence it is true also. Another is given the effect of ionization in a gas into increase the electric pressure. Wrong. They never increase the electric pressure region. That will reduce this one. Hence the statement is wrong. The triode bulbs cannot be used at a high frequency. Exactly true.